Hello everyone, it's Glenda and welcome back to my channel, Creative Grandma. I hope everyone is having a happy knitting or crochet day. Well, this video is a follow-up of my Creative Yarn Source video I did a week or two ago. And when I was on there, I ordered yarn for the very first time from Creative Yarn Source. And when I placed my first order, I forgot to order a doll kit that I wanted. Now, I never made a crochet doll before. I was always a little bit intimidated. Even though I have years of crochet experience, I always shied away from it. But when I seen this doll kit, it was so darn cute. I had to order it and I thought, I'm going to try it. I'm going to test the pattern, see if I can make it, and just see how it turns out. So I'm going to follow up and show you the doll that I made, and I'm going to show you two new yarns that I picked. Now, the custom yarns take 3 to 5 weeks, so when that custom yarn comes in, I'll be able to show you what that yarn is like as well in a few weeks from now. But let me get started. Let me show you the yarns I chose first, and then I'll show you the doll. I'm so proud of myself. Now, it's not perfect, but I was happy how it came out. So let's get started with the yarn. Now, the first yarn I chose, I ordered in 3 colors. Now, I only ordered 1 skein of each color, and this is what I try to tell people. If you're ordering yarn for the very first time and you've never seen it, never felt it, then even though you're watching my review, my opinion may be different than yours. So it's best to just spend a little bit of money and order 1 skein of a couple different colors to see if you like it before you make a larger purchase. And that's what I'm doing. I'm testing these yarns, getting them, seeing if I like them in order to know if I really want to make a larger purchase. So let me tell you about the first yarn. This yarn is super soft. I was just so happy. This is a silky soft yarn. I believe it's called Mamesa, and here's what it looks like. So let me show you the yarn. Now, I'm going to try to move my light a little bit. I'm terrible with lighting. I wish I knew how to make my lighting better. Hopefully you can see this. Now I'm going to look over here because my monitor's over here, and I'm just going to try to see if you can see that little bit of shimmer in that yarn. It's one of those silky soft yarns. Very, very nice feeling yarn. So let me hold it up there. I'm going to look in my monitor again. Sorry, I have to keep turning my head. It's 62% L-Godin. So I'm not sure if that's acrylic or not. Now, the skein comes in 100 grams, 220 meters, 3.52 ounces, 240.5 yards. So quite a bit of yardage. The yarn is made in Mexico. It's hand wash, lay flat to dry. Now, I'm not seeing the weight on the yarn, but it's a very thin yarn. I'm going to say this is probably a number 2 weight. Very thin. I wish they would put that on the label, but I'm not seeing it. And everything is in a foreign language, but I'm happy with the feel of the yarn. I'm very happy with the colors. This blue is beautiful. This is the color blue, color C65. Just a beautiful color blue. So the next color I ordered in was C1 white. And hopefully you can see that little bit of glitter. The closer I get to the camera, the darker it gets. So I try to hold it back here. And again, I have to keep looking at my monitor, so sorry about that. So there's the white. And then I also ordered in the red, and this is color C40. Now this yarn is almost like a two-tone yarn. It has a dull color of red, and then it has that shiny red, a brighter red gone through it. So hopefully you can see that. I'm just going to move it around the light so you can maybe see that. There, I think you can see it good. But the feel of the yarn, this is truly silky soft. And this, I think, would be perfect if you want a very soft crocheted top or knit top, something that you want, just something really soft, smooth, and delicate against your skin. I can see this for anything that you need maybe a size 2 fine weight yarn for. So very happy with this yarn. So those are the 3 colors I ordered. Now the price of the mimosa is $6.05. Now I don't mind paying $6.05 for this because I'm really happy with the feel and the look of the yarn. Now, I didn't get to work with it yet, and I have several projects in mind that I'm looking for the perfect baby yarns. And I just wanted to order several different baby yarns in to see which one I might like best to try. So let's move on to the next yarn I ordered in. The next baby yarn I ordered in from Creative Yarn Source was called Teddy BB. And this yarn is $3.30. Now this is a fingering weight yarn. This is truly a really thin yarn. Can you see that okay? So if you've been trying to find fingering weight yarn, they're really hard to find in my area. When I go to the store, I can find the 3 lightweight yarn, but it's almost impossible to find fingering weight yarn in my area. And that's what happens when you live in a small town and you only have a couple big box stores. So let me tell you the information about the Teddy BB. Feeling the yarn, it's soft, but it is not as soft as the mimosa. That yarn just had me really excited with the feel and the look of that kind of two-tone with that nice silky strand going through it. This is what I want to call just a regular, it feels like an acrylic. So let me look on the label. Now this yarn is 100% acrylic. It comes in 100 gram, 600 meters, 3.52 ounces, and 656 yards. So you know it's a really thin yarn when you get that many yardage in a skein. It is hand wash, lay flat to dry. And again, a lot of the yarns I'm ordering in are hand wash, lay flat to dry. But depending on the project you're making, if you're making something very delicate, you would want to hand wash, lay flat to dry anyhow. So I thought I'd try some of these. I'm happy with the yarn. It's just once you feel the mimosa, how silky soft this is, and then you feel the Teddy BB. The feel of this yarn is more like what I want to say Lion Brand Baby Soft. Then that's about what this feels like, only this is a lot thinner. So let me show you the colors I purchased. This first one is color C5630, and this is pink. Now I ordered one skein of several different colors because I thought this way I could probably make maybe a baby Afghan or something, because I can use all the colors and make like a rainbow type baby blanket. So this is the first color. The next color, I believe this was light yellow. It just has a color number. This is C56-02. The next color is C5607, more of a peachy color. Hopefully that's coming up looking like a peach color. And I'm sorry, I have to keep apologizing for my lighting. That's usually why I put the yarn on the table and show it to you so you can get a true look at the colors. So this is the peachy color. And again, that was color C5607. Then I ordered color C5660. This is like a light blue. And then I had to order the white. This is C5601. And then they had this beautiful lavender. This is color C5650. And then the last color I purchased was this mint green. And this is color C5680. So let me see if I can hold these all up so you can see them together. So here they are all together. I just thought they would be really pretty together to make a baby blanket. Hopefully you can see them okay. Now the last item I purchased was my doll kit. I just had to make that doll. It was just a goal of mine to make a crochet doll. Now this pattern is called the Carolina doll pattern. It's on the website, and I'll show you what that doll looks like. I showed it in my last video, but in case you don't remember, the kit will look different than the one I made because I ordered extra yarn so I could change the color of the hair and the color of the dress. So it's the Carolina doll kit, It comes with the pattern, it comes with the yarn, and it comes with the stuffing. So I was surprised when the stuffing was there. That was a great help, so I didn't have to go buy some. The pattern is by Kristen Stolfus Clay for Creative Yarn Company. Now, she has it listed as an expert skill level, and I have to disagree with that because even though I'm an experienced crocheter, I felt most of the pieces were very basic. The expert skill level is probably where you're doing some of the finishing touches. And I'll go over where I had trouble and a few things about the pattern that I found were a mistake. So if you did order that kit when I did that last video, I just want to go over the pattern a little bit with you. Mostly, this pattern is simple crocheting in the round, doing simple increases and decreases. Very, very simple a beginner could do if they know the basic stitches and how to increase and decrease. Nothing major. The increases is where you're just putting an extra stitch in a stitch. The decreases is just decreasing over 2 stitches, just a regular simple decrease. So very simple in the terms of making the pieces. You start at the top of the head, you crochet in the round for the head, and then you make the neck, and then you start working on the body. And then you just fasten off, you stuff all that, and then the arms are simple working in the round, and the legs are the same, you just work in the round. The problem I had was the hair, and I'll show you the doll in a minute. I just want to explain some of the things, but let me show you the doll first. Now, she doesn't have eyes on because I didn't have the embroidery floss, and I think I would probably put safety eyes on my doll instead of embroidering them. I'm not real good at embroidering faces, so I think I would probably just put the safety eyes in before I stuff the head. Now, with my doll, I changed the color of the hair. I wanted golden yellow hair, and I wanted a pink dress. Now, in the photo, I'm going to show you a small photo. In the photo, she used ribbon, but she does give the instructions for the crochet bows for on top of the ponytails. But I thought my little doll came out nice for the first time ever making a doll. The basic pattern overall was very well written. It's very easy to understand, and I have another kit from a different company I'm going to review, and when I open the book, it's one of those patterns where it will say single crochet, 16 single crochet, but it doesn't explain where you put the stitches. They just expect you to know it, and it's a beginner kit. So when I seen the instructions for this kit, it's kind of in the format of how I write patterns. Very pleased, very easy to understand. So I think just about anyone could make this pattern, but you may have trouble in the same areas I did if it's the first time you're making something like this. The first mistake I found was in the pattern. For the legs, it says make 2, and rounds 1 to 3, it says repeat rounds 1 and 3 of the body. And then it says you should have 18 single crochet. So if you go to the body in the instructions, and if you repeat rows, and if you repeat rounds 1 through 3, you're going to end up with 36 stitches, which is not the correct stitch count. If you follow the head and repeat rounds 1 to 3, then you will have the correct stitch count of 18 single crochet. So I'm glad that she has how many stitches you're supposed to have at the end of round 3, or you would be confused and your pattern wouldn't come out. And the same thing happened with the arms. It says make 2, repeat rounds 1 and 2 of the body, and you should have 12 stitches. If you repeat rounds 1 and 2 of the body, you're going to end up with 27 stitches. If you repeat rounds 1 and 2 of the head, then you're going to have the correct total of 12 stitches. So for the legs and the arms, make sure that you follow the instructions for the head and not the body. That is one mistake I found in the pattern. Now, the only other tiny error I seen was after you get the head and the body done, you work in a round and then you just press that round together and then you single crochet across. Well, it says you should have 37 single crochet in your round at the end, and then you fold that in half and crochet over, and it says you should have 16 stitches. Well, 16 and 16 is 32. So that should be a total of 18 stitches across. Now that's not a big deal, because if you crochet across, you're just going to have the amount of stitches going across, but it might confuse somebody and say, well, you know, I still have some stitches left. So very tiny, tiny error. Now the other thing I had trouble with was my hair. Now these are all simple. You make a chain and then you half double crochet in them. And there's 9 strips, and then you attach it here and sew it to the side of the head, where it was telling you after you get to the end, slip stitch in the side of the head. Well, I didn't do that. I just made all my strips and then I stacked them on top of each other, and then I sewed them one by one on top of each other and just made her ponytail. So that was a little confusing because I never did hair before. But hair always intimidated me. And then when I made it for the first time, I thought, oh my goodness, what was I so worried about? This was really simple, except there was so much mass up here from laying those 9 strips on top of each other. Now in her photo, she used ribbon, and then she just wrapped ribbon around the ponytail and then tied a double bow. But in the instructions, she does give you instructions on how to crochet these little bows. So I thought I wanted to follow the pattern and see exactly what they look like. So I put my little bows on to match the dress. Now the only thing I didn't do was put the eyes and the eyelashes on, because I didn't have embroidery floss. But if I made this doll again, I would definitely use safety eyes, because if you're not good at embroidering, just put the safety eyes in before you stuff it. Now the only other problem I had is I messed up on her little accents on her shoes or her feet. It says pause to make shoe details. So when you get down to a certain point, I think it's like round 9 or 10, then you stop and you do surface crochet. It says work surface crochet around round 7 and across the top of the foot. Well, I went around round 7, and then I come up to the top of the foot where I was working. And when I looked at the photo after I got it done, I noticed I messed that up. You're supposed to make like a half circle across here, and I just come up and crocheted right around the top of the foot. So that's where I messed up here. So I ripped this out and thought, I'm not messing with it. Next time I'll use black yarn and just start the foot and do it in black and make it look like she has shoes on instead of the surface crochet. But that's the fun. You can put your own spin on some of these patterns. You can do what I do and change the colors. I just was so pleased with my little doll. I just wish I would have put safety eyes on, but I got to put the face on because she just doesn't look right without her little face. But that is the Carolina doll kit. Now again, let me show you the colors you actually get in the kit. So the colors you get in the kit this is the skin tone color. It's like a creamy white. And then they send you this gray hair, which the kit, the pattern, the photo of the doll looks really cute with the gray hair and the rust cinnamon colored dress. But I just didn't want those colors for my doll. Now, what I did, again, was I ordered extra yarn. And this is the Sinfona yarn. And you can go in, you can order the kit, and I know it's extra money to buy more yarn. So I only used the gray around the top of her foot, so I only used a couple yards. And then this cinnamon color is the color that they send you for the dress, and the gray is the color they send you for the hair, and then you do get this skin tone color. So if you want a different skin tone color, you want a different hair color, you want a different dress color, then just order the extra yarn, and then you can use the other yarn for something different. So I forgot to show you a picture of the doll that is the colors, what she looks like with those colors. Now it's a small picture, but let me get it up there. There it is. That is the Carolina doll kit. Hopefully you can see it okay. That is with the gray hair and the cinnamon colored dress. And you can see her with her eyes on there. They're embroidered on her face. I hope this video has been helpful, especially if you ordered the Carolina doll kit. If you were having trouble trying to figure out what was wrong with the pattern for the legs and the arms, follow the head and not the body for those two items. So I really hope this video has got you inspired, because I'm always talking to everybody about doing something outside your comfort zone. And this was really outside my comfort zone. I thought dolls were really hard to make. I'm not intimidated anymore. Maybe a little with the hair. The hair really kind of threw me. I had a little bit of hard time with that, but it was a fun learning experience even for me. And if you always wanted to learn how to make dolls, this would be a fantastic first kit to try. Now, I cannot do a tutorial, so when anybody asks me, Glenda, will you be doing a tutorial? I cannot do tutorials on other people's designs. They are copyrighted. All I can do is make the project, show you my results, and tell you a little bit about what I thought of the kit, the pattern, things like that. So that was my review and update of my second order from Creative Yarn Source. Just wanted to show you that even creative grandma can learn something new. I hope this video has got you excited about maybe trying something out of your comfort zone. Maybe you want to give that doll kit a try. Now, I am not affiliated with Creative Yarn Source. I tried them for the first time. I enjoyed ordering from them. I'm happy with my purchases, and I just wanted to share the fun of the yarn and the crocheting. So thank you everybody for stopping by. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure you give me a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of the crochet fun here on Creative Grandma's channel. So until next time, stay inspired and happy crocheting. Bye everyone.